Hi, everyone. My name is Brandy Spohr. I'm with Customized Communications, and I will be hosting this webinar today. I want to thank you all for joining me. We will go ahead and get started. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today, taking time out to learn a little bit more about our newest innovation here at CCI called YoMingo. We are very excited to tell you about YoMingo. We've put a lot of research and work into this new product. To give you a little bit of background about it, this product came to be as a result of direct feedback that we have received over the years from our clients. We also conducted a couple of focus groups about a year and a half ago. In those focus groups, we specifically asked the questions, what do you need to help educate your expectant families? We took all of that feedback, both what we had collected over the years and what we received in those focus groups, and really custom built a brand new education platform that specifically met all of those different needs that people kept asking us for. And it's called YoMingo. Now, YoMingo is a platform that was developed to house any type of educational content at all. So while we're specifically talking about maternity-related education today, down the road, I want you all to know that YoMingo can also house educational content for your other departments, your other service lines, really any other topics at all. Even beyond healthcare education. So I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that as well. But of course, today we are talking about maternity prenatal education content. One of the things that I really want you guys to understand about YoMingo is this platform really meets the needs of what expectant families are looking for. You know, if you talk to your expectant families, you'll probably know that most of them are going online and searching for information. They're downloading various apps. They're watching videos on their own, mostly from the time that they find out that they are expecting a baby. And they continue to do this all throughout the pregnancy and after the baby is born. What we wanted to do when we created YoMingo is provide a single convenient resource that you guys can provide to these new families that they can use for well over a year. It educates them, it allows them to watch those video clips that they love, and it's got some excellent tools in it. That way they won't have to use all these different websites, have multiple apps on their phones for a variety of different uses. It's everything all in one. That also makes it a really convenient purchase for you guys as well. And another thing that I like to tell people about YoMingo, it was developed with flexibility in mind. Now this means, first of all, flexibility in how it is accessed. YoMingo can be accessed from any device. Anything at all that has the ability to get onto the internet, YoMingo can be accessed from. So if you're using a laptop, it works there. If you're using an iPhone or an iPad, as long as it has an internet connection, you can log into YoMingo. We're also developing a native app version of YoMingo. Now, this is going to contain the exact same information that the web-based version has. The only difference is that many people prefer to consume information via a mobile app rather than a website. Or many people prefer to have both. You know, if you guys use things like Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, you know that you can log into those things either from the website with your username and password, or you can download the free app version and log into the app version as well. That's how YoMingo works. You can log in and see the exact same information whether you're on the website version or whether you're on the app version. So very, very exciting for users. Now, as far as topics go, it is an app or a tool that moms can use. Again, beginning with pregnancy, and it takes them all the way through to newborn care. Each one of those topics is divided into its own module. Um, the modules themselves contain evidence-based content that is um, based on the content that we write for our books and our other products here. So you'll have that consistency between the printed handouts and also YoMingo. So if you use our books already, you can feel very comfortable also providing YoMingo and have that consistency in your education. Now, the modules do have a lot of things that are engaging, interactive. There are video clips all throughout. There are animations, um, things that you roll over that might pop up a definition or perhaps another image. There are hyperlinks throughout. So again, we wanted to make this very engaging and fun to use. YoMingo also comes with the ability to brand it to reflect your own marketing, your own image there that you want to convey to these moms. Just like all of our other products that we sell here at CCI, we want those tools to have your look and feel. So when you provide them to your families, it looks like a product that you have created for them. In a moment, I'm going to actually show you a demo of YoMingo itself, and I'll show you what some of those features are that are customizable just for you guys. Another really exciting component of YoMingo is that we have provided tools within YoMingo for the users. So not only are they going to learn, but they're going to be able to use YoMingo to do things like use a kick counter, a contraction timer. There's a feeding log tool in there. And the way that we designed the tools in YoMingo, they can actually be used for multiple children. So it's not just for the new baby. You can log feedings and immunizations for any other children that may be in the household as well. Now, because YoMingo is accessed with a username and password, that means that that user can also share her login information with anybody else that she would like to. One of the reasons she may want to do this is if she wants to provide any other caregivers with the ability to make entries into those tools. So using a mom and dad as an example, if mom gives dad her login information to YoMingo, then dad can also log in and log those feedings, log those diaper changes, and then each parent can see what the other one has done. It makes it a nice family tool that any caregiver at all can use to help take care of the baby. Now, another really great benefit of YoMingo are the usage analytics that come with it. So you guys, as admins of YoMingo, will be able to log into your admin dashboard, and you'll be able to see all of your different users, when they've logged in, and specifically what they viewed when they logged in. This is going to be really great to be able to keep track of exactly how your patients are learning. And it's also a really great way to measure your return on your investment in the product. All right, what I would like to do now is flip my screen over to the actual YoMingo demo. So give me just a second to do that. And I want to show you exactly what it looks like. All right. So what you're seeing on your screen here is what we call the learner view of YoMingo. This means that is what your users, or your learners as we call them, will actually see when they log into the platform. The only difference in what you're seeing on your screen right now is that this has been customized for CCI with our logo and our colors. When you guys purchase it, it'll be customized for your organization. So just for demo purposes today, you're going to see our purple and our colors and some information that I have put in here about navigating through this demo for you. So let me walk you through the branding really quickly. Up at the top left-hand corner, this is where your logo will go. This logo also serves as a home button to take you back to this home page of YoMingo. No matter where you are in the platform, you can always click right here and come back to this home page. Up at the top where you see this box, this is where your welcome message will go. So you guys will get 500 characters right here to be able to thank your users, welcome them, any message at all that you want to convey to them about participating in YoMingo, you can place that right here. And you can also have your own custom image here. A lot of times if a hospital is using this, they've asked if they could put like maybe a picture of their facility right here, but it can be any image at all that you want to include with your welcome message. Now the colors. You guys get to add in your own colors into YoMingo. Again, this is so, no matter what page they're looking at, it always continues to sort of have your look and feel. Feels like your product that you're giving to your patients. The purple that you see here along the left-hand side, that is what your primary color, that is where your primary color will be. So instead of purple, it could be any color at all of your choice. You'll also get 3 additional accent colors. For example, where you see the pink here, bold text could be a second color for you. You'll also have your facility or your organization's social media buttons right here. Now, where you see we have those in blue, that could be another one of your colors as well. The other part of your branding or customization that you get with YoMingo is what we refer to as your About Us module, and that's because it's about you. So right here where it says your guide to the YoMingo demo, this module, I've put in just a placeholder here for this demo, but this is where your module will go that talks about your organization, provides contacts and resources, talks about your services, your classes that you provide. You can title this module whatever you like. You can also put any custom image here that you like. Now, when I click on this module and open it up, you'll see that there are additional tiles here that sort of section out the information that you want to convey by topic, so it can keep it really organized for you. For example, the first tile here, this article might be locations. So if you're a hospital that has multiple locations, you might click on this and open it up and read about all your various locations or campuses. The second one might be your class listings, and so on and so forth. Again, this content belongs to you. You could put any images, any text, even video clips in here. You can put whatever you like that you want to just communicate to these expectant and new families. Okay, going back to the home page, I want to show you a little bit of the educational content itself. So if I scroll down just a little bit, you'll see the modules for pregnancy, labor and birth, postpartum, breastfeeding, and newborn care. For example, if I open up the pregnancy module, many of you who already purchased our book called Great Expectations, it's a prenatal guide, you'll recognize a lot of this consistent content within the pregnancy module in YoMingo that is very consistent with the book that you purchase. So again, just like your About Us module, everything is sort of sectioned out into these different topics. When you open up each article, you'll see different things. For example, you'll see where you can click and watch videos. I believe there are about 50 or so videos within all the modules of YoMingo. And then you'll also see different interactive things. For example, you might see hyperlinks to different websites. If I go back and click on, for example, the breastfeeding module and position and latch, you'll see different rollovers. Like, for example, if I click where it says crying late Q, and it just brings up a picture of a crying baby just to kind of reiterate, how that that queue would look. So again, lots of different interactive information in here to learn by. They'll also have a glossary of terms and a bibliography, so they'll know exactly where this information is coming from as far as what resources are used. Okay, the last thing that I want to show you in the YoMingo demo are the tools. So I love these tools. My favorite one is the very first one here that you see that's called My Family. When I click on My Family, this allows me as a user to go into YoMingo and build my family. It's very simple. All of the tools are really user friendly. You simply click the Add button and you would put in, let's say, yourself as an expectant mom. You'd put the baby you're expecting, any other family members that you want to add. You can even add an image. So you can upload this, kind of create a little custom profile for each one of these family members. Now, when you do that, you are able to see a list of all of your different family members. Here, you can do different things. And the reason you want to start with My Family and build your family first is because when you use these other tools, for example, the feeding tool, you will be able to select from a drop-down menu of the child that you want to log the feeding for. Again, this allows you to log feedings for multiple children, for all of the children in the family. And you can choose from breastfeeding, solid, or other. You can choose which breast or both. And then when you save the entry, you'll begin to see a list of the entries here. All of the tools in YoMingo have these similar icons in them. You can sort these entries up or down, share them. And so, for example, with the feeding tool, a mom might want to email her feeding entries to a lactation consultant to ask questions about it. So you do that with the share button here. This icon that looks like a funnel, this is our filter tool. Again, all of the tools have these icons in them. For the feeding tool, you'd be able to filter by a specific child, by which type of feeding, and by the date. So you can look up entries really quickly that way. There's also a journal and notes tool. Here she can not only write about her experiences that she's having, but she can upload images and even video clips. There's a diaper tool as well, an immunization record tool, and a measurements tool. Now going back up at the top, we also have a healthcare provider tool in YoMingo. This allows the users to go in here and just add in any providers that they'd like to have, again, just as a single resource to be able to quickly get information from within YoMingo. She can put in actual physicians, nurses, educators. She can even put in her yoga instructor if she'd like to. Once she adds these providers, she can actually make entries into the calendar in YoMingo using these providers. So for example, here, I might say 6-week checkup for Jack Jr. I can put the date and time of the appointment, and the healthcare provider information is pre-populated there. When I save an entry into the events, I can go into my calendar in YoMingo, and I can actually view those entries. Or if you prefer, you can add an entry directly from the calendar and then select the family member the appointment is for, select the provider, and when you click done, that will populate into the YoMingo calendar. All right, the last 3 tools over here on the left are the contraction timer. And I really like it because not only can you make entries of your contractions, but it also chart and graph it for you. There is a kit counter tool as well, and also a packing list tool. I like the packing list because you can create your hospital visit packing list but you can also create any other custom packing lists that you want. An example might be what you want to send with the baby um, for leaving her with the sitter on Friday night. All right. That is a very quick overview of the YoMingo platform itself. I know you guys probably have a lot of questions. If you want to begin actually typing those questions into your YoMingo um, toolbar that you have, I'm sorry, your GoToMeeting toolbar that you have, there's a questions feature in there. And if you'll type those in at the end of our meeting today, I'll answer a few of those questions for you so you can begin typing those in at any time. The only other thing that I want to tell you about is I want to give you some brief information about the pricing. Now, if you're interested in YoMingo and you would like specifics on pricing, please contact me after this webinar. Again, my name is Brandy, and I can get you some specifics. But I want to tell you just some very general information, not to take up too much of your time. There are 3 different package levels for YoMingo. We have a starter, a pro, and an enterprise. Each one of those package levels will allow you to do additional things depending on how you decide you want to use YoMingo. So that gives you guys to be able to the ability to choose what level of access that you want. Again, I'm happy to provide all of that information to you after the meeting. I just don't want to take up too much time going into specifics. But I did want you to know that you have some options there as far as how simple or how fancy you want to get with utilizing this product. The fees are an annual agreement, so you'll have a one-time setup fee to get everything customized and launched. We'll also train you and your staff on how to use YoMingo. We'll provide you with a marketing kit to kind of help you kickstart it and be really successful, get a lot of participation in your product. And then you'll pay an annual fee each year for us to host, maintain everything, make regular reviews of our educational content, and make updates to those. So that's basically how the pricing for YoMingo will work. You have a one-time setup fee plus an annual fee based on the package level that you choose. All right, I'd like to take some questions now. Oh my gosh, I see a lot of questions. Okay, my first question that I see is, how many hours per week would our staff or an admin need to dedicate to content creation and data management? As far as content creation goes, I'm guessing that you're probably asking about your About Us content. We'll actually tell you exactly how to build that. I wouldn't think that you would need to spend any additional time on that once you have it created, unless you just want to go in and make a simple update. Maybe you have a phone number change, or maybe you've added a class that you want to talk about. So once you have that initial About Us module created, then all you would need to do is just from time to time log in and make any updates to that you would need to. There's no regular or weekly type of data management that you would need to do. I hope that answers your question. Let me see. I have lots more here. Okay. Someone is asking, is YoMingo already in use by any facilities? Um, the answer is it's brand new. A couple of our hospitals have gone live within the last couple weeks. We have a lot more that are currently in production and are going to be launching very soon. So again, this is a brand new product we're very excited about, and we have basically kind of a production queue that we place you into once you give us the green light. We help you get everything customized. That probably takes a few weeks to kind of get the contract signed, get everything rolling, and launch for you. So have a couple of hospitals that have launched, but just within the last couple weeks. All right, let's see what other questions that you have. Someone wants to know, how often is the information updated? Great question. We review our content um, basically as needed. It's kind of an ongoing process that we have here at CCI. I would say at minimum, our content is reviewed and updated every 6 or so months. All right. Someone else wants to know. Let's see. Currently, we teach the number of the breastfeeding, not the length of time. Um, okay. Someone's probably asking about the. I'm not sure exactly what that question is asking. Probably has to do with the feeding tool, but I'm not exactly sure. Um, looks like Barbara, can you contact me after the webinar and we can talk about your specific questions? Okay. Someone wants to know if it's baby friendly. Yes, that's a great question. All of our content here at CCI, including the content within YoMingo, follows the baby friendly guidelines. So if you have your designation or you're already seeking it, you can be very confident that it meets those guidelines for you. Okay, someone else wants to know what other languages it's available in. That is a great question. We are developing the ability for a user to be able to select from several different languages of their preference. This is something that we're currently working on adding into YoMingo. Um, we want to roll that out if everything goes the way we are planning, probably within the next couple of months. So check back with us on that. And again, it would include Spanish and several other languages as well. Okay. Ah, we have some Canadian folks on here. I'm so glad to see that. Somebody's asking if there's an adapted Canadian version available. Yes, we already have that. There is a Canadian version of YoMingo that's available for purchase right now. The content in it has been adapted for Canadian guidelines, and I'd love to provide you with a demo of that if you're interested in taking a look at it. Okay, I have several other questions here, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. If you guys would like to contact me after this meeting to ask me your specific questions, or what might be really helpful with you is if we set up a conference call or even an additional webinar meeting between just the two of us, and we can talk about your specific needs at your organization and answer any questions that you may have. And I can also go over the pricing for those different package levels for you. Once again, I want to thank all of you for taking time out of your day. I hope that you've learned a lot about YoMingo, and I hope you are as excited about the possibilities that it offers as we are. Love to hear from each of you with your questions or feedback. Please feel free to give me a call here at CCI or email me. Once again, my name is Brandy Spohr, and I look forward to hearing from each of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.